This is one of those fashion statements. You either love them or you hate them, seems to be the way. They are the Marmite, if you will, of shoe wear. And yet Crocs are a footwear phenomenon. As I said earlier, these are a bit small for me. The brand has been adopted by Gen Z and trendsetters alike. Its prominence solidified by partnerships with the likes of Balenciaga, Justin Bieber and Vogue. And the 20-year-old brand really got turbocharged during the pandemic. The shares are up more than 400% since March 2020. Its fashion-forward strategy is paying off and the stock price heads back towards pandemic highs. Andrew Rees is the CEO of Crocs. He joins me from Boston. I have to make this sort of confession, which is not an invitation for you to send me any, but I haven't worn Crocs. And I think that, so I just put that out there at the moment. And your ability to claw back the pandemic boost is impressive.
We lost audio.
Andrew,
Richard,
can you hear
if
me?
you can hear me, we lost you. I can hear you now. Sorry, we lost you for a moment there.
Yeah, I was just saying, your ability to claw back pandemic boost has been very successful. Many companies have not.
Yeah. No, look, I think the benefit that we had, Richard, is we were on a strong growth trajectory before we entered the pandemic. We did absolutely benefit from the pandemic. People were at home, and in my view, it accelerated that casualization trend we've seen for some time. And so we benefit from that casualization trend. I think we did some incredible marketing and appealed to our consumers in innovative ways during the pandemic. But we've continued that post-pandemic. And we're seeing, very strong growth in the Crocs brand, as you highlighted. I'm disappointed that we haven't yet gotten you into them, Richard, but we have many people. So we can keep working on that.
What do you think is the reason, in your view? What's the success? They're quirky, they're cute, but what's the reason?
Look, there's a long run consumer trend that we're following, which is casualization, comfort, easy on and off, and value, right? The consumer is not focused on buying high-priced, uncomfortable, fashion-centric, potentially leather, long-lasting footwear anymore. They're focused on a little bit more disposable, value-orientated, very high comfort, right for me today, maybe not right for me tomorrow, but that doesn't matter, but I'll buy something else. So that's what we're appealing to.
You need to have something for that day when they say, I'll buy something tomorrow.
Absolutely. So that's why constant innovation, right? We're bringing out new styles, new colors, new prints, new collaborations at an incredible rate. So this year, we'll do in excess of 60 license/collaboration events with different companies, celebrities, musicians, brands, etc., to appeal to very different audiences. So that pace of innovation is super important.
Are you, or do you believe you've reached the position of safety? You're no longer a fad. You can't go backwards.
Look, I think that's a really important question, Richard. I think, and at our company, we really believe that scale is important, right? So this year, the Crocs brand, and don't forget we own another brand as well, which we should also make sure we talk about. The Crocs brand will be a little bit shy of $3 billion in annual sales. That is a scale global footwear brand, right? And what scale gives you, it gives you a large innovation engine. You can afford to innovate. You can afford to try new things. You can afford to create new materials. It gives you a large marketing budget, so you can constantly engage with your consumers, and it gives you a strong share of shelf with your wholesale partners. So if we're selling a famous footwear, if you're a small player and you make a mistake, well, the obvious thing is they'll just delete you, right? There's no need to work with you to rectify it. If you're a large player,
do you need to add more to the famous, to add more brands within it to solidify that position? Or are you comfortable with what you've got now?
We need to do both, right? So we need to, one, build out the brands that we have. We're not focused on buying additional brands at this point in time. We think the Crocs brand and the Hey Dude brand, which is our recent acquisition, we've owned that for a little over a year, have a lot of growth trajectory. But at the same time, they're going to generate lots of profit and lots of cash flow, and we'll have choices in the future as to what we do with that. Our short-term plan is to return that to pay down debt and return that to shareholders. But longer term, maybe 3 or 4 years out, we've got other alternatives we can think about.
Okay. So the final thought is, because an anecdotal, some love you, some hate you. The Marmite of shoes is how it's been described. I don't know whether that's a comfortable position to be in or a highly uncomfortable.
So we have a very clear point of view on that, Richard, and maybe not everybody's going to agree with me, but from a consumer perspective and a marketing perspective, that is a great place to be, because that tension between the lovers and haters allows us to do lots of creative things and creates very significant amounts of free media, right? From an investor point of view, I don't think it's quite as appealing, right? Because we do also hear that from investors. Some people understand the business and are right on board. Others just reject it outright and don't spend the time to look at, the underlying financials of the company, which are incredibly compelling.
Andrew, thank you. I promise by the next time we speak, I will have at least warned them. I'm grateful for you, sir. And no, I will buy them. I don't want every colour sent to me in the next week. Thank you, sir. And that's